The main event of X Series 16 keeps the heavy-hitting cruiserweight tournament going with Faze Temper aiming to continue his boxing renaissance and Josh Brueckner firing on all cylinders to stop it. August 10th in Miami is where it goes down. I've got a feeling that the judges won't be needed. Gentlemen, how are you? Let's start with Faze Temper.
I'm doing great, brother. How you doing today, man?
Oh, I'm fantastic. The main event of all main events. Brueckner, how are you down there, sir?
Let's go. Thanks for having me, Ben. I'm doing well. Just got a good training session in. We're ready to go. August 10th, we're going to bring the heat.
I love it. Now, I want to start with you, Josh. It's been a minute since we've seen you inside the Misfits universe. What has been going on and what's led to this layoff?
Well, I will say I'm excited to get back in the ring, show what I've been working on. Before, I was just kind of doing this for fun. Took it a little too lightheartedly, and you see how that went in my last fight. But starting to take things seriously now, and August 10th, I'll be looking to put on a show and take Faze Temper's head off. So I like Faze Temper. He's a good guy. I'm sorry it's got to be you, but he's the guy standing in my way of this tournament, and I'm looking to face Le'Veon Bell in the finals. So.
Fair. Now, Temper, I'm curious, what was your takeaway on Bruckner's fight with Saul Poppy? That's the most recent footage we've got, probably a different opponent. But when you look at that matchup, what was your big thoughts?
Man, it's been a while since that, and I haven't rewatched it since it happened. But I mean, Salt's a very experienced, boxer, especially in this world that we're in. So I mean, I don't know, I'd have to rewatch it, but from what I've seen, I think Josh was looking a little slow and stiff. But I'd have to rewatch it. It's been a while.
That's fair. And your most recent,
I like that he says that because it's been a year and a half, baby. You ain't gonna see nothing you saw a year and a half ago. So it's gonna be a whole different world when I step in there August 10th. And I think you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. He's gonna be wishing this was a video game, that's for sure.
I bet. We'll get it, bro. I mean, I've been in the gym too, so it's gonna be great, bro. It's gonna be fireworks.
I hope so because I definitely want you at your best, man. I want us both to be clashing in there and just dogging it out, and may the best man win.
100%.
Now, your last fight was that TKO win over Ginty in September. Can you reflect on that performance and what's been maybe going on for you since that night?
So yeah, Ginty, I thought he was gonna, bring more to the table, and I was wrong about that. I was definitely wrong. But I gave him his respect in there. The first like 30 seconds, minute, I was really just feeling him out, and realized, he really didn't have anything, and so I just had to end that. And then since then, I've been somewhat active. I've been in the gym for sure. Just been waiting for a fight. I was supposed to fight back in like February, and then it got pushed, and it got pushed, and it got pushed, and it got pushed. And so yeah, I've been active. So I'm excited for this one, August 10th with Josh. Josh has been a name that has been brought up a few times, and feelings mutual. I like the guy, but when it comes down to that day, August 10th, we're gonna go to war, and I'm looking forward to it.
I do recall in that Ginty fight, if I'm not mistaken, he did knock you down, correct, in the first round?
No.
No? Did
Hell
Ginty
no.
not knock him down? I don't think so. No?
Hell
That
no.
must have been a different fight of yours. I'm not even sure who Ginty is, but I swear I was thinking he get knocked down in the first round.
No. Ginty, no,
One of those fights.
he was trash.
Fights. It wasn't Ginty. Yeah. Okay, that's
I
good.
was gonna,
I was gonna say if Ginty knocked you down, I'm a little worried.
Yeah,
I haven't heard
facts.
much about his name.
Josh, I was going to ask you what your thoughts were on the Ginty fight, but based on that, I'm not sure if you know it.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Guys. I'm talking
No
about
worries. Now, Tepper, you kind of alluded to this, but this is a name that you've wanted, and it's maybe been on the table. What led to Josh Brueckner?
I mean, I wanted a main event fight, so like there was another name that was brought up. It wouldn't have been a main event, and Josh got brought up like last second, and it made sense. The stars are aligned. It's fucking two dads about to fucking go at it. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's gonna be good. I know Josh is a very, like, he really takes his athletics serious. He's a real athlete. He's had experience in MMA, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah.
I know it's been a year and a half. Your last fight, obviously, you lost. I know what that's like. You definitely got that fire under you, and so I'm sure you've been working. I've been working too. So come August 10th, man, it's gonna be lights out, fireworks. It's gonna be good.
I love it. And Josh, what led to Faze Temper? Obviously, since January of 2023, I'm sure there's been offers. I'm sure there's been opponents. But the man that's now going to be standing across from you, what made you want to sign the dotted line for Faze Temper?
Yeah, honestly, they offered me the tournament and whenever that was a couple months ago, and it just didn't make sense for me at the time. The money wasn't right, things didn't align. But I've been working with BJ, and some things came together, and it made sense for me. And someone had pulled out of the tournament, and they're like main event fight against Faze Temper, and I was like, absolutely, send me the contract. I was like, let's go, I'm ready. So
I
I'm
love it.
excited to show you guys what I've been working on. I mean, me and BJ, we've been training very hard. Like I said, I'm gonna come a whole different fighter in there. I like Temper said, I got a fire under my ass, man. I'm very upset with how I performed last time. I didn't take that fight very seriously. Didn't even know much about Saul Poppy going into that fight. So, and no excuse. I mean, he was a better man that night, 100%. But things would be different this time around for sure.
And so I want to pose that to Faze Temper. What version of Brueckner are you expecting? Because again, since January 2023 has not competed, we don't know what this current form looks like. So what is the expectation in August?
I'm expecting his best self. I'm expecting some boxing that we haven't seen before. He's been working with BJ. I'm sure even before that he's still been working on his craft, and so I'm expecting the best version of himself as a boxer, and you're gonna see the same from me.
Fair. And Brueckner, 7-0 as an amateur in mixed martial arts, and then a solid pro career, the boxing career as well. What sort of experience advantage do you think you have coming into this on August 10th?
I just believe the fight experience, getting in that ring, getting in that cage, just going through the motions of doing that and building that experience over the years. And I also believe that I fought before, like, this shit for influencers, like, it's fun, it's a good paycheck, it makes sense social media wise. But I fought when I was fighting for free. So I think having that mindset where I was fighting for free, I was actually paying to fight. To fight as an amateur, you have to get blood work done, all this stuff. You don't get paid to fight. And I just wanted that shit. I love that shit. So when this whole influencer boxing started, I was like, yo, let me get in on that. I at least have experience fighting. Now, do you understand that boxing and MMA are very different? And I am very familiar with that. I understand that completely. Yes, they're both, you get punched in the face in both sports, but completely different sports. But with that being said, I think I have a little mental edge and a little bit of edge on the experience as well.
Fair. Temper, what advantages do you have on August 10th?
I definitely think you're not on my level boxing wise, but we're gonna see on August 10th. I think no one in this tournament is on my level boxing wise, but we're gonna see.
Brueckner, what's your response to that? Not on his level.
Yeah, I'm looking to prove him wrong. Like I said, I got a fire under my ass. So when I come in there guns blazing, I think Faze Temper is going to be in for a rude awakening and a short night for him and not a very fun night.
Fair. Let's get into the expectations in terms of how this fight's going to play out. Temper feels like Brueckner wants that KO. What do you want at Misfits X Series 16?
Yeah, it's gonna be a stoppage for sure. I can't see it going the distance. Both of us want, like, we both have fires under our asses, and I can't see it going the distance. But
interesting. Brueckner, I'm assuming, same way.
Yeah, look, I'll be ready for a 5-round fight. I always come in shape. I will say that's one thing. I'm always coming in the best shape, that's for sure. But I think it's gonna decide how we want to take it that night. I'd like to get a little bit of rounds in, a little. It's been a year and a half since I got in the ring, but when I see the opening, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna pound. So I'm looking to bring the pressure, and like I said, I'm making his night a living hell. So when he decides to quit, or I decide to take him out, that's when it'll happen.
Fair. And one of my last questions for both of you is on the topic of fatherhood. You guys are both steadily approaching that 1-year mark. So I'm curious how that's affected you and how you view this fight. Temper, starting off with you, how has that fatherhood changed things?
No, it's totally different. I mean, when you become a father, it's like, dude, when you have a kid, it's your life is changed. Everything like that you thought mattered doesn't matter anymore, and then your purpose is rearranged in the best, most beautiful way. And so it's definitely different. I mean, it's a big boost in terms of just overall energy, workload when it comes to anything. I mean, I'm always responsible for this kid, at least for the next 18 years of my life. Like, I really gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, but really for the rest of my life. And so it's a beautiful thing. I'm happy. I'm happy for Josh. he experienced it a little bit before me, and now I'm grateful to be on the same page. You know, he's got a daughter, I have a son, and you know, I mean, yeah, it's dope. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
Are you
Josh.
bringing your son to the fight? Just curious.
Uh, ye- I'm not sure. Maybe it's either his grandparents are gonna watch him or he's coming with us. I'm not sure. Are you?
Fair. Yeah, my daughter will be there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And Josh, for you, what has Sky changed about your perspective and how maybe you view this fight?
Honestly, I can't say it any better than Faze Temper
Yeah.
said, you know, Tommy put it in the best words. But yeah, just a new sense of purpose, passion, motivation, and just different outlook on life. So yeah. As far as the fighting goes, I mean, when you're stepping in a ring with another man who's been training for months to tear your head off, I feel like that right there is enough motivation. You know, you don't have to have a kid to get that motivation,
Thanks.
but you know, I definitely want to get in there and put on a show. I'd love to tell my daughter and my other kids, if I have more kids in the future, that, hey, look, your dad lost the fight. Look how he bounced back. You know, a real man, you know, he gets back up and he comes back out and he shows his true colors and who he truly is. So I'd love to come in there on August 10th. And like I said, I'm looking to make a statement. So
Couldn't agree more with you. Now, last question, sort of a echoing off of that last point, Faze Temper, the surge of success that you've had on August 10th. What can the fans expect from you?
Little clip for the highlight reel, man. It's gonna be good. I've been working hard, and I'm excited to show y'all exactly what the fuck I've been working on.
I love it. Josh Brueckner, the comeback of all comebacks in the main event. What can the fans expect on August 10th?
honestly, I don't think the fans have seen the real Josh Brueckner yet. So, you know, the fight with Chase Moore is just massive weight difference. You know, saw Poppy didn't play out in my favor, but I think on August 10th, they're going to see who the real Josh Brueckner is and the winner of the next cruiserweight tournament.
I love it. Two Titans collide in Miami on August 10th. It is Misfits at the Zone X Series 16. Faze Temper versus Josh Brueckner. We'll see you there.